A wonderful lady coming up next. Let's hear a huge round of applause for Esther Sylvester.
Hello everyone, how are you tonight? So here's the thing. I'm not white enough to be white, and I'm not brown enough to be brown. So the other day I went to a meeting at the Writers Guild, and they started playing a fun game at my expense called Where Is She From? And some people said she's from Italy, others said Spain, Chile, South America. So the general leaning was obviously towards the South, which is correct. I am from the South of Texas. Not only am I from the South of Texas, but I'm also from the north of India. You know that country in Asia? So you may wonder, how did this happen? In Hindi we say, "Ye kaise hua?" And I'll tell you how this happened. In the 80s, when the economy of this country was booming and people were having fun, my mom said, enough with the fun. So she married this really nice Indian guy and moved to a small little town in India in the middle of nowhere. So while Indians by the bulk were coming to this country to have a better life, my mom did just the opposite. But it was cool growing up in India, and it was also interesting visiting Texas during the summers. Especially when I went to the 7-Eleven store to get a Coke. And I asked the guy, "Can I have a Coke?" And he looked at me and said, "You mean a Dr. Pepper?" I said, "No, can I have a Coke?" And he looked at me and he said, "It ain't look like you're from around here, honey." I said, "That's right, I'm not from around here." Anyways, I took my Coke and I went back. And I was a little worried. I thought to myself, what am I done? I mean, I'm in Texas and I don't even have a gun. So that very night I decided to start my own movement, Partly Brown Lives Matter. I'm the only member of that movement so far, but applications are open. So the next day, I had to fly back to LA because there was a singles mixer in Hollywood that I needed to attend. And I decided, because I wanted to look good for the boys, to visit Sephora and pick up some makeup. So when I went to Sephora, I saw white makeup, black makeup, and Mexican makeup. There was no partly brown makeup. I figured this is going to be a challenge, so I asked the makeup lady for some help. And she looked at me for a few seconds and she said, "Honey, you ain't white enough for white makeup. If you wear it, you look like a reflector. And you're not brown enough for brown makeup." So anyways, I had to buy some makeup, white or brown. So I picked up the white makeup because, being Indian, we don't like to admit it, but we're slightly partial towards white skin. Impulsive decision. So I wore my white makeup and I went to the singles mixer in Hollywood. And I was quite pleased with myself when I entered, and because I was alone. I was the only girl in this room full of charming and attractive, handsome men. Until after some time I was feeling invisible, and I thought to myself, am I wearing too much white makeup and am I looking like a reflector? So I went to the bartender, and he took a look at me, and immediately he took out a box of makeup magically. And he mixed some shades up, and boom, I got my partly brown makeup. And he also informed me, he said, "Honey, you had a West Hollywood singles mixer." So this is not a generalization of any sort, but if you're straight and single, never attend a West Hollywood singles mixer to find love. but you could definitely go there for some great makeup advice. Thank you, everyone.